Didn't think I'd manage the first night alone. The quiet felt louder than I've ever known. But here I am breathing, even through pain, learning that loss isn't all that remains. I'm breathing without you, even if it feels strange. Every inhale proves hearts can change. I'm standing somehow on my own 2 feet, breathing without you, still incomplete. Your shadow's shorter now than it used to be. It doesn't stretch across all of me. Memories soften, edges don't cut. The door is still closed, but I'm unstuck. Maybe love doesn't end, it just transforms into lessons learned from storms. I'm not rushing healing, I'm letting it flow. Some days are heavy, some days let go. I'm breathing without you, and that's enough. Even broken hearts are built tough. I lost what we were, but I found something true. I'm still alive, breathing without you. Still breathing without you.
For a long time, I thought I was difficult, because loving me had been difficult. I thought I was too much because someone once couldn't hold me. But maybe I wasn't too much. Maybe they were too small. I am not the chaos I survived. I am not the storms that shaped my life. I am not the words they threw at me. I am what stayed alive. I speak softer now, not because I'm afraid, but because I'm steady. I don't chase, I don't beg, I don't fold myself smaller to fit inside someone else's comfort. If love returns, I will meet it calmly, not desperately. I will not abandon myself to be chosen. I am not what hurt me. I am what healed.
I typed your name, then deleted it again. Not because I don't wanna talk, but because I don't know what to say. Some apologies are loud, some are written in silence. Mine are sitting in my chest like unfinished violence. It's 1 AM again, and I'm talking to my ceiling, telling it about the love that I kept on concealing. You deserved honesty, I gave you half my truth. I was scared of growing up while growing up with you. I remember how you smiled when I said I was afraid, like you already knew the mistakes I was about to make. Love is not always heroic, sometimes it's survival. Two people trying not to drown while calling it a rival. I wish I called you more, I wish I tried harder. I wish love didn't feel like walking through water. Late night apologies, talking to memories, wishing you could hear what I couldn't say for years. If I could turn back time, I'd rewrite every line. But I can't change the past, just learn how to survive. Late night apologies, sleeping inside of me. Loving you was real, even when we couldn't heal. If I hurt you, I'm sorry. If I let you go, I'm sorry. If I loved you badly, I loved you honestly. Good love doesn't disappear, it just changes where it lives.
I remember when the sky was ours, when love was louder than the stars. We spoke in promises of light that lived beyond the night. Your voice was like cathedral bells, echoing through hidden wells. I built a world inside your name, wrote eternity in flame. We were kings without a crown, ruling skies that never drown, holding hands above the dark, like fire learning how to spark. But even fire learns to fall, even empires hear the call of silence growing in the walls before the final fall. I felt the distance in your breath before you spoke of love's death. Some goodbyes don't come in words, they come in absence first. You didn't scream, you didn't fight, you just grew quiet in the night, like oceans pulling from the shore, knowing they can't stay anymore. You said, I need to find myself, but what you meant was someone else. I watched the light leave your eyes like dying satellites, and I wanted to hold tighter, but love cannot be chained. Love is not a prisoner, love is weather in the rain. So I let you walk away through corridors of gray. Every step you took was a word you couldn't say. I counted every second fall against the bedroom wall, hoping time would change its mind and bring you back to us in kind. But love once stretched too far becomes a dying star. Now I live inside the ghost of what we used to trust. Your shadow still walks through my room at 2 a.m. in faded perfume, talking like you never left, like love has not been buried yet. I hear your name inside the wind, calling me to start again. But every time I try to stand, I feel the ghost of where we ran. We were not destroyed by hate, not by war, not by fate, but by time that grew too wide between your heart and mine inside. The empire that we built in gold is now abandoned, cold. Columns of our memory stand
fate. Let thunder speak for me tonight. Let storms rewrite the sky. If loving you was doomed to die, then let me scream goodbye. Just rearranged like constellations after rain. Love does not vanish, it just changes form into quieter storms. If somewhere you remember me, don't remember pain.
There was a time every slammed door felt like a verdict, like I had already done something wrong. I used to memorize moods like survival depended on it, because sometimes it did. I could read tension before it spoke, could shrink myself before being told to. But I don't jump out doors anymore, I don't scan the room for war, I don't measure every word to make sure I'm not ignored. I'm unlearning the version of me that lived in defense. Someone laughed loudly beside me yesterday, and I didn't freeze. That felt like progress. I'm starting to believe not everyone leaves, not every disagreement ends in disappear, and some people stay even when things get hard. I'm trying to stay with myself too. I forgive the old me for surviving in the only way he knew how. The world is not always about to explode.
I used to miss you loudly, like thunder, like breaking plates. Now I miss you like fog, taught myself how to miss you quietly, how to sit with the ache without letting it spill, how to scroll past your name without stopping, how to hear our song and not turn it off. I'm proud of that, even if you'll never know. Missing you doesn't mean I want you back, it just means you mattered, and I think that's beautiful, even if it hurts. Missing you doesn't mean I want you back, it just means you mattered, and I think that's beautiful, even if it hurts. There was a version of me that would have begged, that would have called, that would have shattered. This version just breathes. I water my plants, I make my coffee, fold my laundry, like my heart isn't learning a new language without you in it. Without you in it, I forgive you for leaving. I forgive me for needing. I forgive the timing for not being perfect. Some love stories aren't meant to last, they're meant to shape. I miss you, but I'm okay. I miss you, but I'm okay. I miss you, and I'm still becoming.
Said your name out loud today, just to see if it still hurt. Did softer. Your name sounds different in my mouth now, less like a promise, more like a memory. I used to say it like it belonged to my future. Now it echoes like it's looking for somewhere to land. I still walk past your street sometimes, not because I expect to see you, but because my feet haven't run the new map yet. I'm not in love with you, I'm just not done grieving. There's a difference, I'm still learning. You don't live in my heart anymore, you live in the hallway between who I was and who printed out pictures, but not the screenshots of the way you used to say, come here, like distance was temporary. I wonder if you ever think about how gently we ended. No explosions, no broken glass, just two tired people lowering their voices. If I saw you tomorrow, I wouldn't run, I wouldn't reach. I'd probably just smile like strangers do when they share a history they don't mention loud. Your name sounds different now, less like home, more like a lesson.
Sometimes my shoulders tense before I understand why. Sometimes my heart runs before anything is chasing me. The body keeps the memory, even when the mind tries to forget. It remembers the tone of a voice, the shift in the air, the way silence used to mean danger. I used to think I was dramatic for flinching at softness, but softness once came with conditions. Love used to feel like walking across thin ice, smiling so it wouldn't crack. I'm learning that safety is not something I have to learn. I'm learning that raised voices don't mean I deserve to earn. My body is not broken, it's just protecting me from storms that already passed. I light candles now, not because it's aesthetic, but because warm light feels like proof that gentleness exists. I sit with my back against the wall out of habit, but tonight I let myself turn toward the room just a little. Healing is small, it's microscopic bravery. I it's starting to relax. You used to chase stars on my skin, like my body was your personal sky. You said, don't move, like the moment might spill if I breathe too hard. We used to sleep in constellations, counting freckles like galaxies. You'd press your forehead to mine like you were trying to memorize gravity. The world felt smaller then, like it fit between our hands, like nothing outside the bedroom could interrupt our plans. I think about that version of us sometimes, like a photograph left in the sun, slowly fading, but too precious to throw away. When did your hands stop reaching for me in your sleep? When did we become two planets rotating politely instead of colliding? Now I sleep on the edge of the mattress, like I'm afraid of falling into you, even though you're not there, even though there's nothing to fall into. I keep one pillow in the middle, like it might soften the truth that we don't touch anymore, not even in dreams. I still wear the sweater you left, smells like laundry detergent and almost do you remember the night we said we were scared of losing each other? Funny how fear can become prophecy. We weren't loud, we weren't toxic, we just slowly dissolved like sugar in warm tea. Sweet, until you can't see it anymore. I don't miss fighting, I don't miss crying, I miss the quiet way you used to hold my wrist, like it was something breakable, like I was. We used to sleep in constellations. Now I stare at a blank ceiling and call it the sky. You said forever like it wasn't fragile, like it couldn't slip through hands. We were building something quiet on half-finished plans. Your laughter filled the kitchen like sunlight on the floor. Now it's just an echo walking out the door. The clock don't miss a second, but I swear time stopped for me. Right around the moment you said we need to breathe. Now I'm breathing by myself, talking to an empty shell, where your picture used to stay before you drifted away. Guess we're in a slow fade season, loving without a reason, holding on but barely believing in what we used to know. It wasn't fire, it wasn't freezing, just two hearts slowly leaving. No explosion, no screaming, just letting go. We stopped fighting about the little things, stopped caring who was wrong, started sleeping on opposite sides, pretending we were strong. We called it space, we called it stress, we blamed it on the year. But distance doesn't whisper, it just slowly disappears. Guess we're in a slow fade season, quietly losing meaning, standing close but feeling so far below. It wasn't hate, no heavy bleeding, just silence slowly seeping through every word we weren't speaking before you let me go. Maybe love don't always crash, maybe it just dims like headlights fading down a road when the night sets in. Now I'm washing coffee cups you used to leave behind. Funny how the smallest things are the hardest to unwind. I don't cry the way I thought I would, it's softer than that, just a weight that sits where your heartbeat used to tap. Slow fade season, still searching for a reason, but maybe there just isn't one. Sometimes love is done, no villain, no treason, just two souls uneven. And I'm learning how to stand with empty hands. It wasn't loud, it wasn't fast, just something beautiful that couldn't last.
Morning, it's the curtains, but it don't feel the same. There's an empty side beside me, calling out your name. Your hoodie on the chair still smells like you. I haven't had the strength to pack it up yet, too. I roll over out of habit, reach for what's not there, and every single morning feels unfair. On the empty side of the bed, where your warmth used to spread, I'm learning how to rest with a hole in my chest. She's still tangled and blue, like they're holding We used to talk till sunrise about everything and nothing. Now the silence feels like it's quietly becoming the loudest thing in this room, echoing off the wall. Even breathing feels heavier when no one hears it fall on the empty side of the bed where our future once lived. I'm tracing outlines in my head of promises we said. No anger left to defend, no message left to send, just the empty side of where we used to be. Did we try enough? Did we lose the spark? Or were we just two shadows trying to outrun the dark? I'll move your pillow someday, I'll fold these sheets alone, but tonight I'm still adjusting to sleeping on my own. On the empty side of the bed, I'm stronger than I said. Even if it breaks me slow, I'm learning to let go. Empty, but healing. Lonely, but breathing. City lights flicker like they're losing power too. Funny how the skyline feels different without you. We used to own these streets, laughing in the rain. Now every corner whispers your name again. This is a city without you, crowded but it's see-through. Every taxi passing by feels like goodbye. This is a city without you, neon bleeding blue. All these moving hearts, but mine's stuck on you. Bar on Fifth still plays that song you love. I walked inside tonight, but it hurt too much. Your favorite drink's still on the board, your ghost is at the door. I never knew how loud absence could roar. Millions of people breathing, but I'm barely getting through. Funny how our whole world spins and I'm still stuck on you. Maybe one day these streets won't feel like lost. Maybe I'll cross without the cost. City without you, but I'm still moving through. Maybe one day the lights won't burn so blue. City without
almost forever, almost everything, almost waking up with matching wedding rings. We were almost stable, almost home, almost never sleeping alone. Almost forever is harder than ever, because almost means we could have been better. Almost alive, almost a vow, almost forever, but not now. We had plans written down in notebooks and air. We had dreams that felt too real not to share. But timing is cruel, and people can change, and love can feel close but still out of range. If almost was enough, we'd still be here, but almost don't conquer fear. I don't regret you, I regret the gap between what we wanted and what we lacked. Almost forever still echoes together in rooms we don't enter anymore. Almost still hurts the most. Sun peeking through the blinds, painting shadows on the wall. Coffee breathing in the quiet, I can hear the sparrows call. World still stretching half awake, no rush to let it go. Morning moves in honeytones, soft and golden slow. Barefoot on the kitchen tiles, cool against my skin. Yesterday's fading out, today is drifting in. No alarms inside my mind, no heavy undertow, just a simple kind of peace, soft and golden slow. Light spill over me like waves on a silent sea. No place that I gotta be, just here, just free. We don't gotta run, don't gotta chase. Let the sun warm up the space. Take it easy, let it flow. Ride the rhythm, nice and low. Breathe it in, let it show. Hearts beating tender and slow. Morning feels like it knows we're meant to move in golden slow. Curtains dancing with the breeze, whispers through the room. Shadows turning into light, flowers start to bloom. Phone still sleeping on the side, no headlines, no control, just the quiet little music of a steady soul. Steam rising complicated plans. Time slipping through the sand feels right where I stand. We don't gotta run, don't gotta race. Let the sunlight kiss your face. Take it easy, let it flow. Ride the rhythm nice and low. Breathe it in, let it show. Hearts beating tender and slow. Morning feels like it knows we're meant to move in golden slow. Maybe the world will get loud later. Maybe the noise will find our door. But right now it's just us in the air and a sky we don't need to ask for. Clouds rolling in lazy lines. No pressure in these blue designs. If the day brings highs or lows, we'll still start in golden slow. Footsteps down an empty street, city waking wide. Engines hum like distant drums, tide rolling with the tide. But I'm walking like I've got nowhere else to go. Every second stretching out, soft and golden slow. Neighbors watering their lawns, radio playing low. Some old tune about a love from long ago. Even strangers seem to glow in the light of golden slow. No hurry, no fear. Everything we need is here. Just breathe in sky and time passing by. We don't gotta run, don't gotta chase. Let the morning set the pace. Take it easy, let it flow. Ride the rhythm nice and low. Breathe it deep into your soul. Let the quiet make you whole. Every little thing will grow when you start in golden slow. And we don't gotta rush this sprint. Let the day unfold. Eyes open, hands loose. No need to overdo. Morning feels like it knows. In the calm before it goes. Life is better when it's slow. Wrapped in light, wrapped in glow, wrapped in golden slow.
Lavender skies on the edge of the day. Night's packed his bags, but it's not far away. Light spills soft on the side of my face, like it found me hiding in yesterday's haze. Window half open, the city's asleep. Dreams still floating in corners of me. Your ghost used to live in the hush of this room. Now it's just there in the scent of perfume, the kind that fades without asking why. Like stars disappearing from morning's eye. I used to fear this quiet space, the empty side, the slower pace. But silence isn't loneliness, it's healing in a softer dress. Under lavender skies, I'm letting old echoes die. Not with a tear, not with a cry, just breathing them out with a sigh. No dramatic goodbyes, no rewinding the wine. Just me and the sun rising high under lavender skies. curling up like I'm shedding my skin. Memories knock, but they don't come in. They hover outside like a distant wind. The mirror don't show who I used to be. This light of color staring at me. A face that's tired but learning to glow. A heart that's slow but steady and slow. And maybe that's how the mending goes. Not fireworks, just subtle growth. I thought I'd shatter in this light, but morning holds me just right. Turns out I'm not as fragile as I was last night. Under lavender skies, I'm rewriting the lines of a love that was once mine, but no longer defines. No dramatic goodbyes, just quiet good signs of a soul realigning inside. Under lavender skies. Maybe we were rain in June, beautiful but gone too soon. Maybe we were meant to bloom, just not in the same room. The sky doesn't ask the night to stay, it lets it fade in its own way. And I'm learning how to do the same without needing someone to blame. Footsteps on an empty street, morning cool beneath my feet. Every breath feels bittersweet, but sweet is slowly taking lead. I don't need the chaos now, don't need to prove I made it out. There's strength in being calm somehow, and not screaming it out loud. The past is just a fading hue, a shade of purple turning blue. And in that shift I finally knew I'm still whole, even without you. No rush, no race, just light across my face. No storm, no fight, just morning after night. Under lavender skies, I'm no longer asking why. I survived the goodbye, and I didn't lose my shine. There's a softness in my eyes, there's a peace I can't disguise, like a sun slowly climbing high. Under lavender skies. Yeah, the world will get loud, but I'm steady for now. In this purple gold glow, glow, learning to let go. Not broken, just revised, heart open wide, standing still alive under lavender skies.
Morning slips in quietly, like it knows my name. No sudden moves, no heavy truth, no one left to blame. Your side of the bed is cold, but the light is warm and new. There's space where you used to be, and sky where I once saw you. Curtains sway like memories I don't have to hold. Coffee tastes a little different, but it's not as cold. I thought the dawn would hurt more than the midnight blue, but healing sounds like sparrows now, something new. I thought I'd break in through with every thought of you, but the light keeps breaking through, soft and true. This is sunlight after you, gentle, kind, and breaking through. Not as sharp as I once knew, not as heavy, not as blue. I'm still breathing, that's the truth. Still believing in something new. Morning's teaching me to move in sunlight after you. Your picture's on the shelf, but it don't pull me down. It's just a chapter closed in ink that doesn't bleed around. I walk outside, the air is thin, but it fills my chest. For the first time in a while, I don't feel unrest. Neighbors laugh, a car drives by, the world didn't fall apart. Turns out heartbreak doesn't end the rhythm of the heart. I'm learning how to stand alone without feeling incomplete. There's a softer kind of strength in choosing not to retreat. I thought the silence meant that love was fully spent, but maybe silence bent into something heaven sent. This is sunlight after you, warm enough to pull me through. Not the fire I once knew, but it's steady, it's true. I'm not running from the proof that we were beautiful too, but I'm waking up renewed in sunlight after you. Maybe we were just the season leaves that had to fall. Doesn't mean the tree is dying, doesn't mean at all. The sky still paints in colors even after storms pass by. And I'm learning not to question every clear blue sky. I play a song we used to love, it doesn't break my frame. It's just a melody that once knew how to say your name. And I can smile without the ache that used to steal my breath. Turns out losing you wasn't losing everything I had left. There's peace inside the quiet that I never knew before. I'm not waiting by the window for you to knock my door. No rush, no blame, no replaying the same. Just light and air, and knowing I'm still here. This is sunlight after you, soft and golden breaking through. I survived the deepest blue, and I found a different view. Not forgetting what we knew, just releasing what we grew. Now my heart is beating new in sunlight after you. Yeah, the morning feels so wide, and I'm standing on my side of the love that helped me grow. Even letting go, this is healing in plain view. Nothing loud, nothing to prove, just a sky that feels brand new in sunlight after you come.
I wake up to a quiet that don't feel right. Sun coming through, but it's cold, not bright. Your pillow still carries the shape of your head, but you're just a memory sleeping instead. Coffee tastes bitter without your laugh. Half of my world just split in half. Clock on the wall keeps ticking on, like it don't care that you're gone. Shoes by the door where you left them last. Funny how love turns into past. I tried to tell myself I'm strong, but mornings prove me wrong. When every little thing still feels like you belong. Now it's just echoes in the morning, your voice without a warning, still running through my mind like you never left behind. I'm staring at the ceiling, drowning in the feeling that we were almost everything, but almost isn't kind. I walk the street we used to own. Now every step feels so alone. The cafe on the corner still plays our song, but I can't sit there for too long. Your name still lights up in my head, even though there's nothing left unsaid. We burn too bright, too fast, too close. Now I'm just holding on to smoke. And every promise that we made is just a shadow in the shade. I tell my heart to let you go, but it don't listen though. It keeps replaying scenes like it's a show it won't outgrow. Now it's just echoes in the morning, your memory performing in every beam of light that breaks into my sight. I'm reaching through the silence, fighting off the violence of loving you and losing you in one unfinished line. Was I not enough? Or were we just too much? Yeah. Did we mistake the rush for something built to last? Yeah. If love is meant to heal, oh, why does it cut so deep? Why do I still feel you in my sleep? Your hoodie hanging in my room still smells like your perfume. I should pack it up by now, but I just don't know how. Friends say time will ease the ache, but time just makes me wide awake. Counting cracks across the ceiling, trying not to feel the feeling. I'm learning how to breathe again without your hand in mine. But every sunrise feels like crossing some invisible line. No text, no call, no you at all. Just walls and air and love still there. It's just echoes in the morning, a heart that's barely forming into something new without the shape of you. I'm tired of pretending this break is close to ending, when every dawn reminds me of everything we knew. But maybe one day the light will come without your shadow in it. Maybe one day I'll wake up whole and not just surviving minute by minute.